So the next topic we got going is Kevin Samuels good or bad for the black community?
He's great.
Hold on, let me get in there. Let me send this text real quick.
Oh man,
He's
great.
No, I feel like he's great. You know what I'm saying? Because people like to just.
Because you agree with a lot of his facts?
Not
A lot of
really.
the
Not
stuff he says?
necessarily.
Okay.
A lot, yes, but percentage wise, I'd probably say 65,
Listen,
70.
listen. I think Kevin Samuels, Derek Lewis, all these niggas, bro, they all
Derek-
in it.
No, they mean
Derek
Not Derek
Jackson?
Lewis, Derek Jackson. They all in it. They all in it. Excuse me, Derek Lewis. I fucks with you.
Yeah. It's okay too. You gonna be back.
Yeah, you gonna bounce back.
What the fuck is that?
UFC fighter.
He's from Houston.
Yeah. That for me, all the niggas is in the same category, fam. And
No, I don't think that.
I think
Derek Jackson and Kevin Samuels not the same.
Derek Jackson is pandering. Kevin Samuels is critiquing, so to speak.
is he critiquing or is he just being judgmental over women? Because when I hear that nigga speak, to me it just sounds like he got something to say about women all the time. And it's just for me, he doing the same shit Derek Jackson doing. He just doing it to the other side.
That's my thing. Like, you can't just say he only critiques women. He critiques dude too. But
Right,
for some
but
reason,
most of the time when I hear him speak, it's something negative that he said about a woman.
but that's because the shit that goes viral.
There's always something
It has
negative.
to do with women.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would put that more on the internet than
Yeah,
Kevin
he can't
Samuels.
control that.
The
Okay.
internet has more of a fascination
Okay.
with women being humble,
Okay, he can't.
opposed to because he still does.
Because he
still talks
got
to
he got
dudes.
shit borrowed when he was on
Yeah.
that one nigga ass. When
He
he's
still
like,
talks to dudes. It still
I'm
goes
not gonna
crazy.
repeat what he said, but yeah, he got some borrowed.
I would argue the shit he says to dudes is worse.
I still feel it's
Listen,
valid because you
I
a
don't-
man.
I don't go seeking out Kevin Samuels.
So it's
videos.
invalid because she's a woman,
Nah, it's just like he
or you
says
just
certain.
can't talk to women like that.
It's certain shit he say that you're just giving your personal opinion on. Like it's just your opinion. That's not a fact. It's your opinion.
I would argue
Like-
the only thing that because we was talking before, I would argue that being more fit to the masses is.
Okay, but you just taking out one point.
Give me some
You
more.
just say,
shit.
I don't seek out
That's the
Kevin
only one
Samuels.
y'all brought up.
I don't seek out Kevin Samuels videos. I don't.
He says a lot of
listen to
shit
him
that
talk,
just
but-
be like,
Give me some.
oh my bad, go ahead.
No, but
My jaw
you
stay
good.
dropping.
Yeah, he be saying some shit. He be
What's
saying,
some- what-
he ain't
what-
say- bro, some of the shit he say I fuck with.
What is some shit that he said that you just like, yo, like what the fuck? Like that shit was.
Oh, Lord, he said this the
You mind
other day.
sitting down, fam?
Yes.
I definitely need to get some more.
He said something the other day. I was like, God damn. Oh, he said something about women being 35 and older, and he didn't say dried up, but that's what I heard.
Oh shit. See,
He was talking
That-
about kids because, after 35 it's harder to conceive. And he's talking about how women
I
want
mean, yeah, but
to
that's
put off
genetic.
getting a man.
That's
and
a
then now you 35 and you trying to get a man and your eggs is,
He's
I mean,
right.
or
You
you're
can't
going to
be-
have a tough
You
pregnancy
can't
and
be
stuff like that.
35 making having all these demands of men when a man can go get a woman that's 25 and have half the demands and less nagging. You know what I'm saying? That's basically
Bro.
what he's saying. Got
Bro.
less kids
Yeah.
and her the top the
I mean,
best she gonna look
that
for the
nigga,
rest
he
of
been
her life.
married like 3
bro,
times.
my auntie just had.
I knew it was one.
My auntie just had 3 kids in the span of 5 years, and she's 4, and she just turned 50.
We're not saying it can't happen, but
So
you're
I'm
high
not-
risk
yeah,
after
so I'm saying-
35. You're high risk. And it's gonna
I'm not
happen.
saying you're not high risk, but
But
like
what I'm saying is he
to
be
use
speaking
that general scope.
He be speaking on women who
Is that
got
not-
multiple kids. Nigga, you done had multiple marriages. They failed, you failed
But
too.
that's
Right,
what he's
right.
saying. If you're married and you have a kid and you get divorced and you're trying to get a
So-
high value man, that's a little different. He's talking about baby mamas, unfortunately. He's talking about baby mamas who done went to
But he
dudes
got
who ain't
baby
much
mamas.
going and having, nothing
Nah, I don't
going for
think he got
themselves. You got enough to
He
buy
got
a bum, and now you over here trying to get a high value dude.
I'm not mad. Okay, look, I don't disagree with that. Like, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with none of that. It just be little shit that he say that you can tell he's speaking from. He's not speaking
He
from a
seems like
place
he's
where.
hurt, right?
It's not a place from he's trying to give you game. It's from like you said, this is from a place of hurt. This is bitterness that you getting off.
But just like they say,
I
every joke
can't
has some
fuck with
truth
that.
to it. Like, it sounds harsh, like it's, you know, a hard pill to swallow.
No.
But I'm not saying everything he
Yeah.
says, but some stuff, like, even when it sounds harsh, like, I mean, he makes a pretty good point. Like, if we just took it in and tried to apply it,
Yeah.
or maybe even, it comes down to self-awareness, too. If you don't have no self-awareness, women talking about, I'm big bone,
No, I
baby,
do.
220 ain't big bone, just as big.
I agree with him with the when he be trying to get you to look in the mirror, cause that everybody need to look in the mirror. But with some of that shit, like nigga, you need to
Like what, nigga? Some of what? Give me
Nigga.
something.
He told one woman because she had a baby daddy in Houston that nigga, he said there's a whole lot of women in Houston that look good and they don't have any kids.
Is that not a fact?
So
What is that?
Is
no,
that not true?
bro, let
What
me
is that?
finish,
Go
nigga.
ahead. Go ahead. You're right.
He
Go ahead.
said, okay, you got a kid and you got $100,000 business. All that shit is cool, but what that baby daddy that you have brings your stock down tremendously.
Yeah.
To him, it does.
Yeah, I don't know.
That don't agree. Everybody's not on that same path as you though.
So
But I
y'all
think
like-
that's what he tries to relay is that he's not saying all men that are high value or men in general feel like this. He's saying like
That ain't
the
what he told her on
majority.
that video.
Is he
That's what he told her on that
So
video.
is he
On
saying that
that
high
video.
value men look at women who have baby daddies as less than valuable?
And
Nigga,
some
any
women-
man.
Regardless of
How
what you
much
bring
money
to
do
the
we
table,
make?
that don't make sense to me. Like
Yeah,
how
it
you
makes no
gonna
sense
say?
at all.
Depending on how many kids
Yeah, I
you
don't-
have.
You can't say, oh, you do what? You got a $100,000 business. Oh, you can't say, oh, okay, y'all fuck with. Oh, you got a kid. Oh, I don't fuck with you. Not every man thinks like that, bro.
Yeah,
If that's how you
not-
think,
not at all.
cool. That's how you think, nigga. I ain't mad at you, but
I mean,
not every
sometimes,
man
like,
thinking like
he'll
that.
comment on the kid bringing down the value, but like he won't necessarily always tell the woman she can't get a high value man. It depends on the rest of those like.
There's probably
bullet
plenty
points,
of high
like,
value.
is she fit?
There's
Like,
probably
is she
plenty high
attractive?
value
Does she
men out
have a
here
job and
with
stuff?
women dating with women with kids though.
You said what?
There's probably plenty high value men dating women out here with kids though.
But that's his point.
So-
He's talking about marriage. Are they gonna marry her?
There's plenty high value men that are married to women who've had kids before they got to her.
I agree with that. But
Like-
that's what I'm saying.
like the
She must
kid-
be
That's
checking
what I'm
off
saying,
all the
like,
other
he-
points.
Yeah.
Or like he's just an exception, because obviously every man isn't going to fit under.
So let me ask y'all this: y'all single?
Mhm.
A woman having kids, is that a plus for you?
It's not a minus.
It's not a minus.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it a
not a
plus?
No, but it's not a minus either. But it's a neutral. It's an okay. Like I'm fucking with you. You got a kid.
So if it's not a plus, how is it not a
It's
bad
neutral.
thing?
It's not a
It's
minus.
neutral.
There's a neutral there. There's a neutral.
It just is neutral,
I'm not gonna skirt on Shorty because she got a kid.
It's
I've dated
circumstantial.
women with kids.
bro. Like, okay, if you want to go just off numbers of people we know, it's a few niggas I know personally who might not date a girl with kids, but everybody, if you just go off niggas' track record, niggas is knocking girls down and being in relationship with girls
Yeah.
that have kids.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
But
So
back to
they,
Kevin Samuels' point, because niggas marrying them women.
they ain't marrying nobody.
When I dated Shorty that had a kid, I was dating her. I don't seriously date anyone if I'm not thinking long term. So I was thinking this is potentially a person that I might want to marry in the future. It did not work out that way, but when I was dating Shorty with a kid, that's what I was thinking.
I'm not even saying Kevin Samuels is bad for the black community. I think he's
I think he's just
He's
opinionated
necessary.
and he has a different point of view.
I think
and
he's
he does
necessary.
have some game that women
I
need to
just don't
hear,
agree with
like, or should at least listen to, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
I had my friend tell me, like, oh, I don't like the way he says things. But I'm like, you're only seeing his clips on Facebook, at which point everybody's just finding the negative part
Yeah,
of
everybody-
a 2-hour video
Yeah.
and posting it online. You're not hearing the woman that called in with, you know, no job, living at home, 2 kids, she fat as hell, and then she got the nerve to want a nigga that make $500K a year. Would you pick one with kids?
If I fuck with Shorty,
Oh my God.
if I
Answer the
fuck with
question.
if
Fuck
I
this.
fuck
Answer
with
the
Shorty,
question,
like
nigga.
I'm gonna because so if I got the money, if I got all this money, then I have my
Yes
pick of the
or
litter.
no?
So I'm gonna go through the pick, and if the Shorty if the shorty is the kid, with the kid is the one that I vibe with the most, then I don't. Yeah.
That's why I was wondering, because he
Yeah.
said high value. But high value men obviously get with women with kids, because look at all these groupies, like Ari and all them that got baby daddies and
Yeah,
still-
like, bro, on my mama,
You know.
you can say, like, what he be saying sounds great if you're like, you one of the niggas like him. But if you a nigga that don't think like him, you realize, like, bro, no, that ain't how every nigga think. Like, and then he's not like unnecessary. Some of the shit he's saying is necessary. Sometimes you need that kind of nigga to put the fire on a certain group. Cool, whatever. I'm not mad at that. Just don't try to throw it around like, nigga, what you saying is a fact. Cause it's not.
It's an opinion.
It don't be, it's an opinion, bro. That's just
he has
it.
his statistics and stuff.
See, no, that's
That's
different.
only
Like
so broad.
when you give me the statistics, I'm cool on that. When you give me your opinion and try to throw it down a nigga's face like this is law. It's not law. It's your opinion.
I would argue he doesn't do that. He may take it that way, and he may enforce it and kick his shit that way. That's not necessarily what he's saying.
If you kick it
I
that
feel
way,
like-
how
I
you
feel
not? That's not
I
what you
feel like
saying.
most females on that show are not prepared.
For his shit, because boy,
Exactly.
I
He
be
coming
sitting back
with
with
stacks. He's
popcorn.
coming with an agenda. He's coming with a straight game.
They don't even know they dress size and they be calling
Exactly.
him. I'm like, bro, she be talking about
You should
medium.
know
Baby,
your stats. You should
that's
know
not
where he's
dress
gonna
size,
go.
medium.
So that's where I will give you. Most women on there don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't know how to kick their shit right. Basically.
But again, self-awareness, like, they don't even
Yeah, I
realize
think-
these things.
I agree with that. I agree with when he be giving you the mirror check, like, I'm with that. Cause everybody needs to look in the mirror.
I don't like when he's mean about it. I see when he gets like mean or frustrated when women are
Oh,
like a
that's
hot
so
mess.
bad.
But sometimes they ain't that bad, you know.
So, if a nigga is mean, does it discredit what he's saying?
No, it just hurt more. If you want somebody to take your information, you need to know how to deliver it.
It makes somebody.
Tone and stuff matter. It's how you
It's
say
just a
things.
It makes people
But
not
if
want to
you-
listen to you.
If you say
Right.
it nicely, are they gonna listen to you?
It's not. It's
Some
not
don't,
even.
and that's what he's saying. Like, that's why he be trying to get on
I
black
feel like-
women. We don't want to listen and attitude, or
Right.
we just want to be right. Like, just, you know.
I feel like no matter however he says it, motherfuckers is not gonna feel it if you're not.
Well,
not
no one
feeling
likes
it.
to be told they heavier than a fullback, Marcus.
But if you heavier than a fucking fullback, why does a nigga be heavier than a
Right,
fullback?
but
man?
Don't ask
you
me
can
how
say
to
you
do
can,
that.
you can say that differently. You can like
you can eat less.
Yeah, you can say that differently, or you can.
No,
you can say
but
maybe
he doesn't
maybe.
say it until
Bro.
they're like, well, I'm big bone, or you know, it's muscle. Muscle don't weigh that much.
He says that, but y'all. That's funny. Most of us weigh.
And neither do bones.
okay.
Like, stop eating Popeyes.
Yeah, hey, oh God, Mimi always say that. He used to be like, oh, I'm Big Bones. He said, and nowhere in the world do you go to a museum and see Big Bones. Ever. You don't never see a person with Big Bones.
And ain't nothing wrong with being thick, but like, you can't disregard the fact that you plus size, like, or at least
Yeah,
not
on
acknowledge it. You know, they be
On
acting
that
like
point,
they're
I
not.
will say like his beauty standards, cause
Mhm.
I don't want no skinny
Like his
ass
rating
chick.
system, yeah.
I don't want no big ass chick. You know what I'm saying? If we can get a happy medium, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Not a happy medium. I thought he was gonna say happy medium.
Wait, what?
She might want that
I
too.
was
my
about to say
nigga.
the same thing.
No, I'm saying his industry's beauty standards are a little white centric. That's mostly where I disagree with him.
Well, he tries now to name. Well, I don't know everyone he names, but now he says like Kelly Rowland's a 9 and Beyonce's an 8. Like
But
he
again,
tried to
that's
throw
like-
dark skinned women in there to even it out.
But
Fine,
in his
bitch.
mind, no,
Oh,
she
okay.
is
Yeah.
fine. But I feel like he says that
Yeah,
she's
I had a
skinnier than
moment.
Beyonce. That's why I feel like he says that.
I feel like Kelly has
He
more
probably just like slim
European
women, though.
That's what I'm
features
saying.
than
Yeah.
Beyonce does.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
probably
you know, I'm a Texas nigga, bro. I like to be a thick one too, but it's a certain point. Like, you can't be too big with it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. I would
Yeah.
like for
But that's
you
what I'm saying. Like,
to
that's
not
your
be morbidly
personal preference.
obese.
It's your personal preference.
Yes.
He be saying shit.
But I feel like
Sometimes-
I
that's
think
still a
that's
point
another
though.
point he has,
What?
like the obesity thing.
Like most people, not even most. I would say a lot, because you know most is. You know what I'm saying? I would say more than. Spencer asked me the other day, "What's the percentage?" Say 51%. It was say I feel like 51% of people like more fit people. You know what I'm saying?
I
That
mean-
don't even mean like. See, when I say fit, I mean like
Lifestyle.
What you
Not
mean
even
like?
No.
What I'm confused
like
about.
gut, like stomach,
No, I mean like. You said most people today like fit people.
attracted to, I should say.
So like that don't mean that you're typically gonna date them though. Like you might like to look at them,
Yeah.
but when you meet them,
But you're right. That's why I placed it with attracted to.
Right.
But listen,
If you're attracted to that, that's what you want.
Listen, fam. Niggas need to be humble. Because you can't be out here asking for no fit woman. And you got the
Boy,
fucking,
2 chins. Don't
you
get
got
me
the,
started.
yeah, right? You got the fucking
Women
Homer
do the
Simpson
same
belly.
shit,
You
though.
know what I'm saying? You
I told
can't
you,
be out
yeah.
here.
You
And that
be
goes
big-
both
you be
ways.
big women and want skinny niggas
Yeah.
too, though.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas need to be humble.
People.
Bro. Yeah, people. Niggas, bitches,
People.
women, men.
Okay.
Everybody
Why would
needs
you
to be.
keep it in?
Niggas need the non-binaries. Y'all need to be humble. Everybody needs to be fucking humble. God damn it.
hey man,
Shit.
Hey, I was a fat kid.
I
I'm
don't want
humble.
no smoke with none of them people, bro. Don't bring up none of them.
Everybody needs to be humble, bro.
Even if you fit, I agree.
Yeah, right. Even if you are.
I think it's
Yeah,
lifestyle
you are
too,
fit.
like, cause I would date a chunky dude, but like, if you don't want to go out and do stuff, I still like to
Right.
go to the gym and work out, and I would
Right.
like to do that with someone who I'm in a relationship with. So if you
Yeah.
just sitting on your ass, that's gonna
You
be
don't have
tiring.
to. You don't have to get up and go work out with me, but you can. But like, if I
I'm
want to
saying
get up and go.
occasionally, if you never.
Even if you don't ever want to go, but if I want to go, like do some shit that
That's
requires us
your
to
requirement.
walk.
That's your personal
Right.
preference. If hers is, I would
Right.
like you to do it, then she got a
Yeah.
right to do it too. Because at the end of the day, that's what I be trying to say. It might not work for you. It might not work for Kevin Samuels.
Right.
It'll work for somebody
It
else.
works right.
He be
right.
making it seem like this is not gonna work. Like this is not even an option.
But again, I feel like he's talking about a certain type of man.
Man,
Even for them type of people, but it's
and
not-
those
yeah,
are
bro,
the only
yeah,
type of
yeah,
men
bro.
that he's doing these like
Yeah.
stats and interviews for. Because those are the only type of men women are calling in for. You don't hear them calling in for an average man,
At all,
a
man.
good man.
At all.
They be 45, done,
We
you
not
know,
gonna
went
lie.
through everything, and now you want a nigga that make 400,000 and you big.
If niggas is not is this is gonna sound crazy. If niggas is not laying with these women, then they wouldn't be having babies, and y'all know which women I'm talking about. So if you can't keep saying, oh, high level men this, high level men that. These women who I guess ain't high as level as he's talking about, still having babies by these niggas,
But
and it's but
Well,
you're
that's
not.
why they mad. They trying to backtrack. That's what he's saying. Now you trying to backtrack and get you a high value man.
No, I'm saying, nigga, them high level men is you, maybe they you he's
how do you know that? If high level men are top 10%,
you can see it on
can't see it.
Instagram. It's a whole bunch of them
But
hoes
most of
who
the
don't.
women that's live on Instagram or popping on Instagram, they not fat. Most
No,
of them.
I'm not meaning the popping women.
So what are you
That's
saying?
I'm talking about the regular women who he said have no shot at this high level man. Nigga, them high level men be in them DMs just like a regular niggas in them
But
DMs.
can they pull them to the point of marriage?
If your personality is good
I don't-
enough, maybe.
Bro,
Some of them
niggas-
don't have that. These bitches don't even know what a dress
feel
size
like-
is.
That's true.
I feel like you putting too much like niggas. If a female is attractive to you, how big or how small, most niggas is gonna fuck her.
Yeah.
That don't mean they gonna be with her. That don't
Nah.
mean they gonna intentionally have a baby with her.
But I think what he's saying,
have,
if you check off all those other points, you will. Because you still got to have some class and, fitness or whatever else if you lacking in another area.
Even if
Nobody's
she do get
perfect.
pregnant, that don't mean
Nobody's
she get pregnant. He
perfect.
gonna be with her.
yeah, but my thing is, if you saying high level men don't do it, then how come she got pregnant anyway? How did it even happen if high
My
level
thing
men
is,
don't
how
do
do
it?
you- How do you know?
Because
how
She
that-
maybe
You
she
saying
didn't
as
get
if, like-
pregnant by a high level man.
Huh?
You
Maybe
saying
she
as
didn't
if
get
only
pregnant.
a high value
Right, he be making it seem like high level men is unicorns. High level men is
They
only
are.
dealing with this certain class. It's not true. It's
high
not.
level, whatever fucking gender you identify as or want to be or whatever the fuck, my nigga. You making a certain amount of money is unicorn shit. Cause most people is not.
Listen, Kelly.
What's that certain amount of money though? Because it's like
100,000.
that's not attainable though. Like you
That's
can.
not
you
the
can
point, my nigga.
I don't
It's
think
of
that's-
course it's attainable. This is America. Anybody can be
I
so
don't think
schmo and
that's-
get a fucking
you-
billionaire.
but
But I'm
what
saying
but
most
what I'm-
people are not.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if you fuck around and make 100K, all of a sudden, are you a high value man simply because you make 100K, or are you
No,
a high
he said
value
you have to
woman?
make at least $10,000 a month for at least 3 years consecutively.
I'm
to
not
be
even on that
considered
high
one.
value shit. I'm just
Okay.
saying, most niggas that make a certain amount of money, not even most, because most people don't make that money.
Mhm.
So you can't really say if that nigga does it, you know what I'm saying? Because most niggas ain't that nigga. So how can you talk for that
And then
nigga
they
if
say
most niggas ain't
that
that
he gotta
nigga?
be black, and that brings down the percentage
Because-
even more.
Because you have these niggas in your family for sure. I mean, maybe not everybody, but if you
Y'all niggas got niggas making 100,000 plus in y'all
Yeah,
family?
yeah, most definitely, yeah, most definitely, yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely, yes,
By themselves?
yeah,
Yes.
most definitely, yeah.
Good for y'all.
Yeah.
I don't.
Niggas' wives don't have to work in my family.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Good for y'all.
and
I
them
don't.
niggas is not
I'll
acting
bring
like
my
the
bag
men
to
that
the
Kevin
table.
Samuels
Yeah,
is talking about.
exactly.
I be saying because
Exactly.
the man that he be describing, I be trying to figure out where is this nigga. Like,
I think he tries to give them like, not necessarily worst case scenario, but like, because obviously it doesn't have to go the way he's saying. Like, you can obviously get a man and not have all of the checkpoints that he's talking about, but he's just trying to give them realistic ideas. So like, you know, how many black men in your area? You only want black men, you want them to make this much. That's 5% of men. Then you gotta worry about them wanting you and you wanting them back. So that's unrealistic. So I think he's trying to like guide them more towards, maybe you should get an average man, or even above average, not necessarily high value, but making good money, you know, still a decent dude.
no, I be with him on that. Like when that
Yeah.
one girl, when the one woman, she was like, yeah, I'm in a certain class, so I can't go out of this certain. And he was like, no, baby, you gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Get right.
Cause they want so bad for what you think a man should
Yeah.
want. No,
Yeah.
a man wants what he wants. You can't want him to want
Let's
something
be
else,
honest, bro.
or
Most
want you
women,
for something
And
else.
that's-
most women is not
same bread.
spending none of that 100K on their nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, they still gonna want the dude to be
Well, that's
that
why they
person.
single and the
I was gonna say, yeah.
I'm not saying they can't, but what they want, they gonna want to make that 100,000, and the nigga still be all of that. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah, you know what? See,
If you
this
got
is
a
one of
real-
the moments where I was gonna take a personal outlook, but generally, you're right. Them women who are making 100K
Exactly.
are not. Now, my personal experience
I
with
would-
women who make, I only know a few, but they're definitely not like that. They're definitely not.
Like what?
I would imagine that a woman making
Like
100K.
You're not gonna be stingy with,
Right.
with what you're doing because. I mean, if you're just a quality person, you're not gonna
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
How you gonna have a partner and you make money just like he make money, but you were expecting him?
If you're a giving person in general, you
What's
get
not
more
being
back.
stingy?
Yeah, like you making 100K, he making 100K, but you want him to pay for all the shit that y'all both are benefiting from.
I would-
Dang.
I would tend to believe that women that are making money have niggas that are making money. They probably tend to spoil their nigga because they can spoil their nigga.
Right.
You know what I mean? No, Kelly doesn't agree with
I
that.
think another good point he had. So I watched the first video where he actually like let men call in yesterday. He was talking about how women, you already met your husband, you blew it. Like a lot of women.
Oh shit.
No, real talk. Like a lot of
That's
women,
important.
you meet your high value man before the glow up. This the guy you was with in college or your high school sweetheart.
Yeah,
And then you
Pre-made,
break up with him because you
pre-symbolism.
want to have your little hot girl summer and stuff like that. And then, you know, years down the line,
Yeah.
now he's making all this money. He's got a good job. He's out of college. He done
Like, he's trying to
graduated.
spin the block.
Yeah, and
With
hey,
your
big
two
head.
babies.
Exactly. And he's saying like, and there was a guy called in for an example saying like that happened to him. Like he was with a girl like up until a certain point in college, and then now you know she done backtracked and tried to get him back, but it's too late. So then we be in our late, 20s, early 30s and such and up, and trying to figure out where the man is. Like you already done broke up with him because you want to run around and do whatever else, which is understandable when you're young. You obviously want to get that out your system, but
Yeah.
if you're complaining, then you should have just kept the guy you had. And you was at the right age, and he would have eventually made that amount of money you want anyway.
In conclusion,
Yeah, I was just.
Kevin Samuels sometimes makes good points, and sometimes he states shit that's opinion that's not really fact.
and he's harsh.
just to answer the question that we asked, is he good or bad? Or is he in between?
I don't think it's either.
A
I
gray
think
area.
he does give good points and he can be good. Like, I needed that male perception. Like, a lot of girls might not take it, but I'm gonna take it and apply it where it's needed.
I don't seek out Kevin Samuels.
I think-
so. I don't really have an opinion on whether he's good or bad. Or
I
not.
think he's necessary. I think he's necessary.
This nigga's
And it's different. It's a different perception. Like,
Right.
he's unfiltered, he's uncut. We don't get that lot. He talks about how black men don't have that voice where they can, you know, nitpick and say what they want to
That's
say
true.
without being judged. And yeah.
I think he's necessary.
You think he's necessary?
I think he's necessary.
All right.
I think he's at the end of the day, the reason why I watch that nigga is entertainment for me
It
personally.
is very entertaining.
But I feel like he does say a lot of good shit, more good than bad. Of course, everything is subjective. Everybody don't agree on the same shit. But for the most part, I say he's good entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
And a new perception.
Yeah, I agree.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's just put a button on that.
All right.